I'm Doug Olenek, online editor with SC Media, and I'm here with Marcin Kliczynski, CEO of Makwarebytes. And this afternoon, we are going to discuss Makwarebytes' State of Malware Report for 2017. Marcin, how are we today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Great. Thanks so much for coming. Well, let's start right off with the big one for 2016, which is ransomware. Can you give us a bit of an idea on what you guys found?
Yeah, ransomware, 2015 was a big year, and 2016 did not show any signs of slowing down. We actually saw a several 100% increase from January to November of last year, and unprecedented rate. We actually do think that big attackers like Cerber and Locky are starting to slow down, and a lot more players are starting to show up on the scene. So we saw something like 400 different types of ransomware in Q4 alone. Really seeing ransomware be impactful. What's amazing to me is the move from being just a consumer problem to really impacting businesses, and businesses paying the ransoms. We saw that at an unprecedented rate. We saw a lot of it, and it's unfortunate.
And you expect this to continue into 2017?
Yeah, my prediction a year ago was this is the worst it's going to get, and here we are. So I can't imagine it slowing down at this point. You saw some prominent attacks in the last half of the year, even the last quarter of the year. You saw the San Francisco Muni get impacted. Not just a data problem anymore, but actually holding the ticket machines hostage. So continuing on the consumer side, impacting consumers, but really starting to impact businesses. And like I said, they are paying for it.
Now, the other big problem that was coming up near the end of 2016 were DDoS attacks. I believe the report looks a little bit at botnets and what's going on with IoT, which are the foundation for the botnet attack. Could you go into that a little bit?
Sure. You saw the internet go down several times through the course of last year, and Dyn got attacked. And it's becoming quite easy for these attackers to aggregate billions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, almost billions of devices to cause these attacks. So no longer going after Windows machines and using them as a botnet to take down services, but using Nest thermostats or online connected thermostats, using anything really connected to the internet. And the attack was actually very interesting in the sense that they used default credentials of these devices to take control of them. So there, as we know, there's tens of millions, hundreds of millions, even billions of devices that are connected to the internet today, and they're not just PCs anymore, and that number is growing at a staggering rate. So having the ability to control those devices to take down crucial infrastructure is a scary, scary topic.
Now, if you're a gambling person, would you put your money on DDoS or ransomware as being the big problem for 2017?
Yeah, I think they're two different problems. But if I were to say what I thought was going to be more impactful, definitely ransomware. I think it goes straight for the money in people's pockets. You see businesses again getting impacted by large quantities, and many businesses are even buying Bitcoin and having them in the bank ready to go and deploy. So I do think that's going to be probably the biggest issue of 2017. But these botnets are certainly scary if you can take critical infrastructure down in moments.
Absolutely. In 2016, we saw a couple of new things. One of which were the use of scripts with some malware. I was wondering if you could explain a little bit about what the research found.
Yeah, new in the sense that it's being really heavily used, but we're going old school here. This is something that's existed for many years, and we go in these cycles where these criminals reuse certain tactics to get people infected, and using Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and the macros enabled inside those products to socially engineer people to click through and enable those macros. We've seen some increase in that, and it's the easiest way to still get people infected is willingly have them click on something and install it. So to socially engineer somebody to enable macros inside Microsoft Word by saying Microsoft Word does not support this format, you have to enable those macros, and that macro goes and downloads some malware and some ransomware, and the use of other scripts inside emails and so on. We're starting to see a big pickup there, and it's just a cheap way for attackers to get their malware out in the wild.
And they always go for the easiest methods.
They always go for the easiest methods, and they're not afraid to reuse them if they've worked successfully in the past.
Great. Okay. Well, again, I'm Doug Olenek with SC Media, and thanks again.